hiyo ya Jamaica. I won't say here because I don't want YouTube to give me a strike. So guys, you can see there is mapera here. You need to go over here. There is mapera. We are in the hood. I'm with my security here and my cameraman. Shout out to my cameraman for doing such a great work. This is a beautiful street. You can see on that side. Good morning, my people. How are you? This is Paul, Havenfield Real Estate. This is day 12, and remember day 11 previously we arrived in Cape Town. We slept at Signal Hill Lounge. We had an offer. Actually, we found a very amazing lady there. I think the rates were $750 if I'm not wrong, but she gave us an offer of 650 Kenya shillings. 650 rands. That is equivalent to how much in Kenya shillings? How much is that? Anyway, I'll convert, or you can also convert. So that was it. She was a very awesome host, I would say. 650 is like 5,000, or simply 4,620 Kenya shillings. This is Cape Town. You can see Cape Town on the far front, and Table Mountain. The plan of the day is to visit Table Mountain. We do Table Mountain. We do the colorful houses. They have a name, by the way, Bo-kaap, something of that sort. The colorful houses. That is also the plan of the day. We are also going to do Chapman's Peak Drive. We are going to do Chapman's Peak Drive. We are going also to do Boulders Beach. That is where penguins are. You have seen that on my recap, where the penguins are. We are going to go there. Then tomorrow, or on the 13th, we shall do Bank Beach. And today we're also going to do Hout Bay. We wanted to do the waterfront, the VNR waterfront, but the directions, the Google map, they are messed us badly. And whenever we could ask someone there, the security guards, the traffic police, they would all give us conflicting directions until we gave up. So we're also going to do Cape Point Nature Reserve. We're also going to do Cape of Good Hope. Also going to visit Robben Island. What else? What other activity are we going to do? I think majorly that is what we are going to do. That is day 12. Fuel for the day. We fueled 984 rands. That is around 7,000 Kenya shillings. Then we added 1 liter of oil. That is 5W30. I think 5W40, 1 liter oil. We added that. You're going to see that in a short while. So expenses of the day. We have the fuel and oil. That is 7,000 Kenya shillings, or simply 984 rands. We also have Chapman's Peak. We paid toll fee there. We paid a toll of 64 rands. I don't know why they charge a toll there. They charged us a toll of 64 rands. That is simply 455 Kenya shillings. We found accommodation at Simon's Town. Going for 900 rands. That is like 6,400 Kenya shillings. And by the way, 6,400 Kenya shillings, it can get you a 4-star hotel in Kenya. It can get you a 4-star accommodation in Kenya, breakfast inclusive. But in South Africa, you just get a mere studio with 1 bed, maybe a study area, and maybe a kitchen and some small supplies there like coffee. And remember, South Africans don't consume the same coffee as we do here in East Africa. Their coffee is different. It's is it brown or reddish? I think it's reddish in color, and it does not taste good, tastes bad compared to the East African coffee. Remember, coffee was invented in East Africa, that is in Ethiopia. There was a farmer who saw goats that he was herding. They ate the coffee cherries, and those goats were so cherished. They were jumping up and down, and he was like, what is in those berries that are making these coffees, that are making these goats so happy and so excited? So he decided to try the berries, and that is how coffee was discovered in Ethiopia. And then the colonizers, that is the British, they brought the coffee to Kenya, and that is how East Africa became the main powerhouse for coffee in the whole world. So the whole world, East Africa has the best coffee, starting with Ethiopia, followed by Kenya. Actually, Kenya is the second, if I'm not wrong, either the second or the third largest exporter of coffee in the whole world. So guys, let's continue enjoying this drive. Remember, today we are majorly doing Cape Town, all the touristic attractions that you would be interested. That is what we are doing today. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Kindly make sure you subscribe, and I'll really appreciate a lot. So guys, this is Cape Town, and I'm Paul. Havenfields is a real estate company that sells plot in Kenya, one of the leading real estate companies in Kenya. So if you're in diaspora, you would wish to buy a plot in Kenya, please make sure to visit Havenfields Real Estate. We have our website, www.havenfieldsrealestate.limited.co.ke, or you can simply visit our social media platforms, Havenfields Real Estate Limited. Okay, so guys, that is where the word Havenfields came from. I'm the director there at Havenfields Real Estate. So this is Cape Town. We are still doing some street tour. You see, you have Caltex Energy there. Remember Caltex? There was a time Caltex was very famous in Kenya. I don't know what happened. Right now, we don't have Caltex in Kenya, and if we do, I think they rebranded to other franchises, because we don't have Caltex operating as an individual petrol station. Remember, in South Africa, they don't call them petrol station, they call them garage or garage. So if someone tells you to go to the garage, they simply mean you go to a petrol station. And in countries in the West world, they call it as a gas station. They call it as a gas station, derived from gasoline, the short form of gasoline. So that is why they call it gas station, not to mean the LPG, the liquefied petroleum gas, not to mean that one. Okay, so this is Cape Town. You can see the streets. The streets are clean. They are well marked. You can also note the vehicles on the road here. They are either new or relatively new. That is something impressive about the South Africans. We saw so many exotic cars here. We even saw F1 car. I don't know how that legal is. I don't know whether the F1 cars is legal to drive on the road. I thought it's supposed to be driven on the track, that is on the racing track. You can see the robots here. They call them robots. In Kenya, we call them the traffic lights. I don't know. Yeah, we call them traffic lights. And here people follow them. Yes, people here follow them. If it's red, make sure you stop. You see on the left hand side there is that marking on the road that is color red. That marking, it means no stopping. Don't stop. This is Shell, is where we are going to fuel. You see that American muscle car, the Ford Mustang. Is it Mustang? Yeah, something of that sort. I don't know, something happened here. This driver tried to reverse, and he was about to hit us. Just wait and see. Yeah, so I had to alert him, and one of the the station attendants, the petrol station attendant, he was like, what are you doing? This guy is not going to knock you. He is seeing. Yeah, it's true, he is seeing. But what if he hits us? What if he hits us? What is going to happen? So this is Shell V-Power. This is a guy who was so excited with the camera.
Okay.
I don't know why people don't like camera that much, but this guy was so excited with that to see the camera. My fuel of choice in South Africa was from what is the name of that petrol station? Engine was my favorite. Then followed by Total Energies, then from there Total Energies, then Shell. So my first priority was always engine. So if I would spot an engine, I would make sure I fuel. So this is still some street tour. I know this is one of the most, it's going to be a very long video, because I'm going to do street tour after street tour. I'm also going to do proper exploration. I'm going to do proper explorations. So guys, you better stay tuned, watch this video till the last part. And for the support, guys, make sure you watch the ads. You see those ads, just make sure you watch them, and I would really appreciate, watch all of them, don't skip. That is the only way you can help this channel grow. Okay, now we are heading to Table Mountain, but we were warned yesterday when we arrived. That is in episode 11. When we arrived in Cape Town, the weather was good. You see, you have some, is it hawking or begging? I think it's begging, if I'm not wrong. But there is no hawking on the streets. That is a culture shock. There is no hawking here on the streets in Cape Town. This is not the case in East Africa. When I say East Africa, I mean Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and okay, I have not been to Rwanda. I've not been to Rwanda and Burundi. Though Burundi is a very quiet country, I don't know why I don't see its presence online. But for the countries I hear of, I don't know whether there is hawking in Rwanda, but I guess there is, because that's a culture in East Africa. I've never been to Ethiopia, but my next country I'm going to visit, I'm going to do a trip from Kenya. That is once I'm back to Kenya. I'm going to do a trip from Kenya, Uganda, then Rwanda. I'm going to avoid Tanzania at all. If guys, you can avoid driving in Tanzania, kaidre, take this from me. You can take this to the bank and get a loan. If you can avoid driving in Tanzania with a foreign car, please do avoid like a plague. Just avoid. You are not going to like the experience. So going to Rwanda, I know Tanzania would be the easiest or the shortest route, but I'm not going to use the Tanzania. I'm going to use the Uganda. Ugandans are very friendly with Kenyans. Ugandans are like our brothers, actually. They are very friendly with Kenyans. But when it comes to Tanzania, I don't know why they are a bit harsh, why they are a bit hostile with the Kenyans. So at the far front, that is the Table Mountain. It's where we are heading. The Table Mountain. There is I know I said there's somewhere I'm going to say it's a cloud. It's not a cloud. It's fog or mist. No, fog. I would say fog. Though also cloud is it's also some sort of a mist, a dense mist. So when I say a cloud, just understand. Don't come here and bash me or see the streets. Streets are beautiful. Something else I noticed about South Africans is that I mentioned that in the previous videos. If you haven't watched, go watch. This is episode 12. The food. We normally have different food. Their burai, it's totally different from what we have in Kenya as a nyama choma, or what we also have in Tanzania as nyama choma. Though the Kenyan nyama choma is juicier, sweeter, and I don't know. But people in South Africa, in as much as you are saying you export beef or mutton, which is true, you export, but the consumption, I would say consumption of meat in South Africa is low. Yes, I'm going to do a research about it in a separate video about the culture shocks in all the countries that I visited. But I would say consumption of meat in South Africa is low, especially when we talk about beef, mutton, and lamb. Its consumption is very low as compared to Kenya. Yes, I mean per capita. Is it per capita? Yes, per capita means per person per year. Yes, per person per year, that is per capita, is low. In terms of meat production, South Africa, of course, it's like 1,000 times way ahead of Kenya. They produce more meat. But in terms of meat consumption per person per year, is very low, because majorly their meat is for export. But here in Kenya, our meat is for domestic consumption. You know why I'm saying that? I'm going to do a tour. Once I'm back in Kenya, I'm going to do a tour of Kenya, and I'll do, in Kenya we have 47 counties. I'll do all the 47 counties. In South Africa, they call them, I think they call them provinces. Right now we are in West Cape. Yeah, State Cape West. West Cape. In West Cape, we crossed the is it called Free State? Yes, Free State. There is the North Cape. There is is it Gauteng province. There is Limpopo. There is, I don't know. Anyway, I need to explore South Africa more. But those are some of the provinces that we crossed. Now, forgive my throat. In South Africa, there's less meat. There's less meat sold to the locals. Even in supermarkets, that is in a grocery store. I don't know that they call it grocery store. In Kenya, we call it supermarket. There's less meat. Come to Kenya, guys. Meat is sold everywhere, like literally everywhere. Even in residential areas, almost every plot. When I talk about plot, I mean those apartments that people live here in Kenya. In every apartment, there are at least two shops, two butcheries that are only selling meat, just meat alone, nothing else, just meat alone. There are at least two shops in every apartment at the ground floor that are selling meat. That is, we call them the butchery. We have at least two butcheries that are selling meat. And you'll find a whole cow in each of the two butcheries. They sell at least a single cow, a single bull in a day. You can imagine the consumption. Personally, I'm carnivorous. I'm a meat lover. Actually, I love meat. I eat a lot of meat. In a day, I can consume almost slightly above half kg. In a day, I can consume almost 3/4 of a kg meat. And when I mean meat, I don't mean the chicken, the one that is consumed in South Africa and the southern African countries. I don't mean the chicken. I mean beef or lamb. Lamb is a bit expensive, so we majorly eat beef, and once in a while you can buy lamb, because lamb the price is almost twice the price of beef here in Kenya. But you also have the mutton. Yes, as people call here nyama ya mbuzi. It's a bit cheaper than the lamb. Remember, the lamb, we get some of the breeds from South Africa. So South Africa, they do rear those livestock for beef and for mutton, but their consumption is low. That is what I mean. Okay, they produce more, they consume less, they export more. In Kenya, we produce, but we don't export. And if there is any export in Kenya, it's negligence. It's not noticeable. No one can notice. how much meat we export. Okay, so majorly is for subsistence. See the beautiful estates? Yes, the beautiful estates here. Houses here are painted white, and I think that is cream. This is different from Kenya. Remember, I had noted this in another video. In Kenya, we have colorful houses. We have different, like you have seen. No, we are not. We are not yet there. You are going to see the Bo-kaap houses. You see how they are colorful. That is how we have houses here in Kenya. They have different colors. Like you find one house is painted this color, another one this other bright shouting color. But in South Africa, their colors are a bit cool and warm. They are a bit cool and warm, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the slums they have bright colors. I don't know. Now we are heading to the Table Mountain. So my people, I hope you have subscribed, because if you haven't subscribed, guys, you're going to miss a lot. Remember, we are going to explore South Africa extensively. We are also going to go to Cape Aguras. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Aguras, I don't know. That is the southern tip of Africa. We're also going to visit there. And once I'm back in Kenya, I'll plan another one where I'm going to travel all the way to the northern part of Africa. I don't know whether it's in Egypt or in Mauritius. I don't know. Maybe Egypt, Mauritius, Tunisia. Those countries at the top of Africa. I'm going to do that road trip. By road, by the way. And I'm going to use a car. I will tell you the car I'm going to use, because yeah, it's going to be a surprise, the car I'm going to use. But for those who want to join me in my next trip, from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, through the whole of Uganda, then we tour the whole of Rwanda, reach out to me, and I can add you on my WhatsApp group so that you can be able to do that road trip together. You see the red line, that means no stopping, don't stop, okay? No stopping, don't stop, don't enter. Remember, you don't have that in Kenya. You don't have such kind of painting on Kenyan roads. Though we have some signages in Kenya, I think very few places you're not supposed to stop, like the southern bypass, the one that crosses at the back. I mean, the one that crosses the Nairobi National Park and travels at the back of Nairobi town. That is through Kibra. Kibra, I think, is the biggest slum, if not in the whole world, it's the biggest slum in the whole of Africa. Kibra, or simply Kibera. Yeah, it's the biggest slum. So there's a bypass there called Northern Bypass. It's one of the best roads. Actually, I think it's the only road in Kenya without bump. Apart from the Nairobi Expressway, there is no speed bump. And also that Southern Bypass, there is also no bump. Yeah, there is no bump. And that is how a highway should be. So Kenya National Highways Authorities, kaidre, watch this video and see how other developed countries are like. Hey, we cannot build beautiful houses, beautiful roads, and then put mountaineers, Table Mountain on our highways. Kenya, please. I beg you. So guys, let's enjoy this drive, guys. Subscribe. So this is still part of Cape Town. Here are some mountains. You can see some mountains there at far edge. These are some of the tour vans that you can use. This is a car I'm using, the Nissan X-Trail. I drove it from Kenya to Cape Town. So the roads to the Table Mountain is quite smooth. There are very many tourists that are visiting this place. And Cape Town is beautiful, my people. all the. So guys, we are at the entrance of the Table Mountain. You can see Cape Town from far ahead, on the front side. That is Cape Town. Cape Town. We spent the night around that hill there. That is where that one, where you see that hill, that is where we spent the night. Yes, you can see the views. The views are giving. The views are worth. So my good people, today we are a bit unfortunate. We really wanted to climb the Table Mountain using the cable car. We were at their offices. Let me show you their offices. Let me try and zoom for you, my people, just for you. Yeah, that one. That is their offices. We were at their offices, and you can see the Table Mountain, that mountain that is covered with clouds. It is very cold even where I am. The temperatures here are at 4 degrees. Temperatures are at 4 degrees. I'm literally freezing. This is the whole of Cape Town. You can see Cape Town. You can see the beaches there. There is a water treatment. There's a water treatment there. That one is a water treatment. So my people, unfortunately, we are not going to climb the Table Mountain. They charge 490 rands per person. That is like that's like 3,800 Kenya shillings per person to use the cable car, and to take you to the top of the mountain, and then it will also take you back. You can decide to book one way. I think one way is 280, or if you want to book a round trip, it's 490 rands, which is equivalent to 3,800 Kenya shillings. So very unfortunate, today we are not going to do that cable, because there is nothing to see above there. They have even actually they are giving you a disclaimer even before you make the payments. We are at the offices. We wanted to make the payments. You can see there are still some people there who are still using it, but they're just doing it for curiosity purposes, but they're not going to see anything. So we are told even if we pay right now, we are not going to see anything, because the area is covered. The area is covered with the mountain, I mean with the clouds. So they have told us we check, though in the morning we were warned. We were told that there is a storm coming in the afternoon, and we were told it may not be possible to view the Table Mountain today. Even tomorrow, they are saying tomorrow there is going to be heavy rainfall here in Cape Town. So we are not going to spend another day here. We're going to spend the night here. Then tomorrow we shall head to Cape Aguras. That is the farthest part of Africa, the end of Africa. Once we reach the end of Africa, then we start our journey back through Namibia. So guys, let's continue enjoying this road trip together. Please consider subscribing. Yes, please consider subscribing so that you support the good work that I am doing, and all the good content that I'm gathering all for you, my people. I'm using this Nissan X-Trail 2014. You can see it's well equipped. There is that camera in front, that camera there, just to bring more content to you, my people. Yeah, you can see Nissan X-Trail in Cape Town. So this is a Kenyan vehicle already in Cape Town. Let's see the number plate, KDC in Cape Town. Who said Nissan cars are not reliable? Yes, a Nissan car can take you wherever you want to go, and it can take you back. Already we have covered around 6,200 kilometers. We have covered 6,200 kilometers, and the only thing that I feel I need to change that car is there's one it's a tire. There's one tire I saw. I don't know whether it's some alignment that it needs, but I need to check. I need to get it checked before we enter Namibia, which is going to be a very big desert. Okay, so guys, let's enjoy. Make sure you subscribe. So I was telling you, we are now descending. That's a stop sign. Whenever you see a stop sign, pedal, make sure you obey, because that is a rule. I know for my South Africans, that is normal, that is the norm. But people from East Africa, especially Kenya and maybe Uganda, we don't stop on the stop signs. Rather, we slow down. We slow down, but we don't stop. The roads here are quite beautiful, very clean, well marked, no potholes, drainage put in place, 2 lanes on each side. This reduces traffic jam. That remember, this road leads to the main touristic attraction in Cape Town. That is the Table Mountain. So it being this clean, it's a plus to the South African government. You see, those the two vans. Those are the ones actually you can use if you don't have a car and maybe you used a plane to go to Cape Town. You can actually board one of those city tour buses. I think in most towns they do have those city tour buses. Even in Nairobi we had one. I don't know what happened to the green bus, the one that was introduced by Sonko when he was the governor of Nairobi. So in most towns we do have those city tour buses. You see the houses. The houses here are quite beautiful. Yeah, they're beautiful, well painted. The roads are well marked. When there is a diversion or when there is an exit, there is an additional lane. This is just to ensure there is safety and to avoid the use of bumps, speed bumps. Speed bumps here in Kenya, it's the order of the day. We wake up and have breakfast as speed bumps, have lunch as speed bumps. You see there is a school. This is a school zone. As you can see, even the speed limit is 50, and you're being shown that there is a camera that is recording your speed. But let me tell you, if this was in Kenya, in such a school zone, we would have would start with a set of 2 or 3 rubber strips. Not the same one that you find in South Africa. No, these ones are mountainous. They are very big. You have to stop completely. You have one set will have 3 or 4 pieces, 3 or 4 lines. So something of that sort. Then you would have 4 speed bumps, very big speed bumps that only a car with a very good ground clearance can pass over them. Okay, but you see here they're using signages and street rights. That is what is governing the drivers here. But I think it all boils down to the driver's discipline. See that yellow part. I think you're not supposed to drive on that part. But if it was here in Kenya, even where there is that cross section, where you are not supposed to stop or to enter, that is where the matatus in Kenya would be parked. Something else worth noting is that there are no matatus in Cape Town, even in major parts of South Africa, except maybe I think Johannesburg. I never visited Johannesburg, and maybe Pretoria, so don't crucify me. But for the states, for the provinces that I traveled, I saw very little or no matatus. Maybe buses, the Intercape, the one that would drive you from one province to the other, maybe from Cape Town to North Cape, or maybe to Johannesburg, to Pretoria, something of that sort. What people here do, because someone will ask me, what about those people who don't have cars? People here hitchhike. That is actually it's a culture shock. It's one of my culture shocks. I realized that in most countries, the countries in the southern region, that is Botswana and South Africa and also Namibia, they majorly hitchhike. Especially it's very rampant in South Africa. Wherever we were going, people were just they were on the road trying to stop you so that you can offer them lift. Others were holding money. Surprisingly, they were holding money, especially as you get out of town into the remote areas. They were holding money with their hand, showing you that you're not offering them lift for free. They are going to pay for it. I guess that is what it means. A South African can maybe explain to us in the comment section what that means. I saw that one odd. Because it's not the case in Kenya. In Kenya, there is no hitchhiking. I don't think there is. Even if there is, maybe one case out of 1,000. Out of a thousand cases, because in Kenya we have public transport, we have matatus, so people are expected to use the public transport. We call them matatu. I'll see if I can get a video of matatus and attach it here and show you what people use here as public means. But in my opinion, I don't find it safe to hitchhike, because imagine someone offers you lift, and then you don't know this person. You're just the two of you. Let's put a scenario of a man and a lady and a woman. A man in a remote area where there are just ranches offers lift to a lady or to a woman, and they're just the two, or like there are three guys on the in the car, and one lady is asking for lift. So a lot could happen. A lot could happen along the way. So I don't know if the safety of the passengers, if the safety of the passengers is guaranteed. That I am not sure about. So that is something. It's a culture shock actually. We never offered any lift to any person. Reason being, in our car we were 3 people, and we had actually taken insurance for 2 people. Remember, the driver is not covered in the policy. The driver takes a different policy. So like we had a policy of 2 passengers. So in an event of an accident, and let's say we had offered lift to the 3rd or the 4th person, that person would not be covered by the insurance, and that means you would have to pay that person, or that person will take us to, like, will take legal actions against us. So now we are heading to Bo-kaap. Yes, I told you Bo-kaap is the beautiful houses, the colorful houses you see in South Africa. They have a history. They have a history about Bo-kaap. Maybe someone from South Africa or from Cape Town can give us a history of the Bo-kaap, the colorful houses. I think it's something to do with when they had some issues with the white and the black people in South Africa. So I think the blacks were sent to this area. I don't know. Anyway, you can try and give us a brief history. There is a mosque. Actually, there is a mosque there, and mosques are very, very organized. I love the way Muslims religion, how the Muslim believers operate. They love God, they love Allah, and I just love the way they operate. Now here we were looking for parking. In South Africa, parking is very scarce. It's like looking for money. Parking is very scarce in South Africa. Like before you can get a parking lot, you're going to travel. You're going to travel, and majorly is because of the narrow streets and the town being built on a hill. So there are very little spaces. Actually, here you need to have proper hard brakes. Your car needs to have proper hard brakes. And if you're driving a stick shift car, that is a manual car, you really need to be a professional here. Because that car is going to roar back. You see, like that Fortuner, that Toyota Fortuner there parked. If that car is manual and you are not a good driver, you're not going to drive that car from there. It's going to hit the car in front. It's going to roar forward. So beautiful roads here. You can see the art design, the architecture here. It's well built, considering it's a hill, and these logs are likely to last longer than the tarmac. Probably the tarmac here will get the depressions. That is the valleys, because you see the state of the hill itself. So here, by the way, we are following Google Map, and I don't know why Google Map led us to this estate, and we were looking for Bo-kaap, and Google Map led us to this place, and they told us this is the Bo-kaap. But now I told my partners there, or my friends there, we left the beautiful houses. You saw the one that we left some minutes ago. I told them no, we left them, so this is not where we are going. We have to go back. So here it was a dead end. This was an estate road. Actually it was heading, I think, there. So we had to take a 3-point turn, and then head back. You see Cape Town, you see Table Mountain there, and the clouds, the fog, the clouds. So you cannot go on top of that mountain because you're not going to see anything. Though we were told there's going to be a heavy storm on that day. Even on the following day, we were told there's going to be a storm. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I'll really appreciate. Consider subscribing, and I'll really appreciate. Okay, nawapenda sana, nawalobotov. Nawalobotov. My South Africans won't understand that. Nawalobotov simply means nawapenda. Okay, so now let's enjoy Bo-kaap. And make sure you subscribe. So sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this drive. Here I'm going to do what do you call it? Commentary or something. You see, the same Fortuner I parked at the back of it. So my good people, how are you? We are at the streets of Cape Town. The colorful houses, that is where we are heading. And this is me, ready and equipped for the day, just to bring you some crazy content just for you, my people. Please make sure you subscribe. Kama huja subscribe, make sure you subscribe. You can see Cape Town is mountainous, very hire. You can see here you can only drive a good car. Drive car. Very hire. Let us keep on the footpath so that we don't get hit by a car here. Kwa hood. This is what we call a hood, a typical hood. Remember, this is not the ordinary place like where we spent the night in the estate. This is a hood. Cars are parked outside. Remember where we spent the night? Cars were parked inside. Here, cars are parked outside. Okay? QB though. So many people here are taking QB though. Wanavuta QB though. You know what QB though is? Guys, you know what QB though is? Huh? You know what QB though is? QB though ni hii. Hiyo ya Jamaica. I won't say here because I don't want YouTube to give me a strike. So guys, yeah, you can see there is mapera here. We need to go over here. There is mapera. You can see Cape Town. It's a very beautiful country. Hills, steep, decline. So that is Table Mountain there. We went there and we tried to climb. We wanted to use the cable car, but unfortunately we could not be able to use the cable car. Reason being, it is very foggy. There's a lot of mist, clouds. So you're supposed to pay around for 80 rands. That's like 4,000 Kenya shillings. or around that 800 Kenya shillings. But without views, you saw no need of paying. So that is why we did not give you that exclusive. But now we are going to show you the colorful houses of Cape Town. You can see the people of the hood. Most of them are vaping. They are vaping. Others are taking kiobido. So we have to be extra careful, guys. So we have to be extra careful. We don't want to raise alarm. We don't want to raise alarm. Yeah. I'm here with my security. Remember, we are in the hood, guys. Just to bring you content. We are in the hood. I'm with my security here and my cameraman. Shout out to my cameraman for doing such a great work. This is a beautiful street. You can see on that side, on the left side. Beautiful houses. Let me take a snap. You see the tourists. I see there are so many visitors here, tourists. See the kind of cars here driven. So still okay. So my people, you're still doing the tour of the colorful houses. Don't mind the hood. And see the beauty. Beautiful houses. So, cameraman, hold this camera for me as I take more photos. Check the cars. Unite Palestine. Everyone here is saying unite Palestine. I'm also telling you, let's unite Palestine and end the war. Palestine and Israel, let's end that war. Go let Chapman. We are now at Hout Bay. Hout Bay. The place is damn cold, very cold. This is a place. It's still part of Cape Town, but it's like 20 kilometers from Cape Town. You can see there are some neighborhoods. There is a beach, but this place is very cold. No one on the beach. No one on the beach. Reason being, the place is very cold. Very cold. You can see how I'm dressed. It's very cold, so you can't go to the beach. This is Hout Bay. Yeah, this is Hout Bay. This is the neighborhood here. This neighborhood is for the rich, for the who's in Cape Town. So, and they have some seafood there. That is where I'm going to get some seafood. So this is the car, Nissan X-Trail, all the way from Kenya to Cape Town, South Africa. So my good people, please kindly subscribe. Kindly subscribe, and I really appreciate. I hope you're enjoying these videos that I'm bringing them to you. I have visited several sites so far, and I'm continuing doing exploration. So my people, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next post. Okay? Nawapenda sana. Love you all.
Take the third exit onto Main Road, M6.
So guys, we are still in Cape Town. We are from Hout Bay. Now we are headed to Chapman's Peak Drive. Chapman's Peak Drive. That is where we are headed right now. Hey, this place, the Hout Bay. Hout Bay is very, very cold, my people. Hout Bay is very cold. Now we are going to Chapman's Drive, Peak Drive, to go and explore. We are going to explore, and we are going to see more. I'm trying to capture more content for you, my people. So you know I love you all. So I'm trying to capture as much content as possible. You can see the neighborhood. Show them the neighborhood, my cameraman. Show them the neighborhood. We are still in a posh neighborhood. You can see those houses there on top of the hill. So guys, when I sell plots to you at Havenfields, when I sell plots to you on top of in a slopey area, don't say, oh, I can't build here, oh, I can't. No. You can see how they're building very beautiful houses on top of a hill, and these ones are even steep, very steep, but they are building very good, very good houses. So let's go and enjoy Chapman's Peak Drive, and then from there we shall head to go and see penguins. We shall go and see penguins. The Hout Bay. Hout Bay is on my right. You can see on my right, that is Hout Bay. That is where we are from. But right now we are headed to Chapman's Peak Drive. Chapman's Peak Drive. You can see the views. You can see the sharp corners. The whole of Cape Town it's a hilly town, and it's a very, very beautiful place. My question is, seems like even the national parks here, the government has allowed people to construct in places that would be a national reserve in Kenya. I think sometimes we really need to have that discussion of national reserves. That discussion of national reserves. Some national reserves, people should be allowed to build and take good care of those places, and we should conserve other national reserves and have them as our national heritage. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, so that you can be able to view all the content, and we can be able to appreciate my cameraman who is struggling a lot with these corners to make sure this video is as stable as possible. My cameraman is struggling so much. So guys, please, for the sake of the cameraman, please consider subscribing, and I will really appreciate. Thanks a lot.
in a suitcase. Yeah, I'm not heavy. But I like the geezer and the lemon squeezer. I'm from the Brook. When I'm going to Zimbabwe, I pass through Brook. Yeah.